Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdettes Newsstand, and we finally got the end to the Joker War, right? Finally, this saga is coming to an end. And now, overall, I would say it is good. James Tynion is a fantastic writer, better in sci-fi horror type stuff, but he did well. Now, I do feel like people think this is better simply because they are coming off of Tom King's run, and it's not classic good, right? It's not something I would even probably read again. It's a solid 7, but it's not, it's good. I guess individually, when you look at the books individually, they are, really good, but then when you put the story together, it feels like, okay, well, he called for the Bat family, he did this, we've done this, we've seen this. And unfortunately, that's why I think it ranks a little lower with me. But there is some really great things that tied up during this last issue, which was an anniversary issue, so it was a little bit longer, that are awesome. Like, straight up awesome. I did report that we were going to get Oracle, and that's exactly what we got back. The beginning of Oracle. She actually throws her cowl off here. We see her put on her glasses, and we officially have Oracle back in Nightwing's ear. Now, that was another thing. So, we didn't actually have Nightwing back. We just had him handed his costume, and I believe that was in the tie-in in Nightwing. I don't know what number it was. But even so, now we actually officially have Nightwing. Another thing, we no longer have Commissioner Bullock. He is just a guy. He quit because of the corruption and everything else, because of him actually having to work for the Joker. He was just like, yep, I am done. Actually, he was like, what would Jim Gordon do? And then he was like, oh, okay. And then he quit. So we see Nightwing back in action, right? And we've got Oracle in his ear. I love this. I absolutely love that they put him in this bat suit, that it is so crooked and changed. It was supposed to be the representation of Batman getting that suit when Gotham was perfect. And it's just kind of Joker being like, Gotham's never gonna be perfect, buddy, right? And so I absolutely love that bat suit. I hope that they carry on with that, because I think it's really cool. But even so, we see them come down to their final fight, right? Last time he kind of reanimated Alfred, so he's got that to overcome, seeing Alfred as a decayed dead person walking towards him. So he does, and he tells him to shut up, and we see him go through that. But this is kind of where it gets interesting. We get a real Batman back. He's overcame everything that the Joker has thrown at him. But we're also going to get a Punchline that is, well, by the end of this, we will get to see a different side of Punchline. But she is going to go up, basically. The Underbrokers in India, he wasn't even ever my favorite character. Like, honestly, James Tynion did a good job creating some new characters. The Underbroker was not one of them. So he basically quits because they're broke. Catwoman stole the money back in Catwoman 25. And then in Joker Warzone number 1, we see that a very crazy Lucius has it. So now she's broke, and Underbroker won't work with her. We got Nightwing back again, and we basically get a fight. She calls for backup. Yeah, well, so does he. So that he ends up capturing her. And we've got Oracle figuring out who got the money back. She's like, come on, Dick, you were trained by the world's greatest detective. And it just kind of we get a little picture of, come on, love, it's time to end this. I love it. So freaking cute. But I am disappointed that we aren't going to get more of their relationship. I'm hoping, because she did take off. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, right? But Joker ends up in his awesome suit. Such good art. Is it George Jimenez, right? His art is absolutely fantastic. I've watched him a couple times when it comes to these like DC fandom panels and stuff. Like, his English is getting better, but he's just like, I swear they just taught him thank you, Joker War, and I love America and stuff like that. It's so funny to kind of, oh, that's really mean, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that. But anyways, we see Joker take this off. And this isn't really happening. He's saying, whatever you dreamed of, it's not true. I defeated whatever dream you possibly could have wanted. And he's really getting the upper hand on him. He's stabbing him. He's going, ape shit on him. And then we get him shot. Actually wounded and shot. Harley shoots him right through the eye. And I love Harley's plan here because it's very, very typically Harley. What she does is she wants Joker dead. She's sick of Batman making that decision that Joker can live to go to Arkham and then escape and then kill a bunch of people and then go to Arkham and escape. She's sick of it, right? She has had enough. Beautifully drawn. So what she does is she gets 2 bombs. She straps one to herself and one to Joker. Batman only has time to save one. Now, obviously, the normal choice would be to save, Harley. She would be the person that made sense to save. So she goes running off. Here's when the time begins, right? And, she says, who's it going to be? And he says, I still love Harley. I love that she's a wild card. I love this. And he's saying, there's no way you're going to choose, you're not going to choose Harley. You're not going to just let me die here. Not only that, but you're not going to let Alfred's body be blown to smithereens. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yep. Sorry about your luck. He goes and saves Harley. And we see Joker here, and we kind of don't know what happened. Spoilers, obviously, Joker lives. But we get 1 week later. The city is starting to already look better, right? And we see Harley waking up in the hospital. She was out for a week, but she was saved. She is okay. Now, he does say that when he went back, I like this little moment here, right? When you actually read the dialogue, it's very sweet. It's like he actually respects Harley, right? Respects and cares for her enough to, tell her how he's feeling. Tell her that, he had to go through another funeral with Alfred and put him finally to rest. And it's kind of just a sweet moment between them, right? But he does say that he found Joker's bomb detached, right? So we know that Joker still lives. But, she's saying she wants to kill him, but, she says, now help me get out of here before they figure out I have no insurance. So that is the end, technically, of Joker War. Everything is decent. More decent than it has been, but it's going to be now a rebuilding of Gotham. So we have this epilogue, and we were promised this new villain, and that's exactly what we're going to get. He's saying, I think it's time that the city's protector meets the Ghostmaker. I really like that name. I really like the design. I love the blue. I love the color palette. The whites and everything really go good together. It really stands out. Love it. So now, we're going to focus just for a minute here on 2 characters that were introduced during Joker War. Now, the first one is going to be Clown Hunter, and then we're going to talk about Punchline. So they get a little, just a couple pages to give us a little more about them. For a long time, I actually thought that Clown Hunter was Damien, but now we know that that was just a dumb theory from a dumb girl. And then Batman shows up at his house, right? And he's kind of sweet in a very sadistic kind of way. Like, he talks about, he jokes with him, he knows that he can't, he knows who he is. But even so, he says, I can't sublight to you because you have pets, and they call each other different names. And it's just kind of funny. What I love is the fact that we know this is a young kid, right? He's a teenager, and he says, he has dreams about Wonder Woman where she just hugs him. Once we learn more about Clown Hunter, he's going to have an absentee mother. And it's just so, innocent and sweet, right? I don't know. So anyway, we get an official name, which I actually knew, Biofan. And now here's the question I have. And I've been kind of looking into. Now, if you type in Biofan, Baophan, into Google search engine, you're not going to get any, you might now get something about Clown Hunter, but what you're going to get in is an amazing artist that has done beautiful portraits of people like Poison Ivy. So I'm wondering if there was a little inspiration here, or it would be very weird if it was just a coincidence. I think this person is actually named after that artist. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So he goes through and he says, this is the reason why he became Clown Hunter. His parents were killed by Joker 5 years ago. And then he asked him, how many did he kill? And he's like, well, not enough. Not enough at all, right? So he says, he got sick. He saw the clowns firebombing his neighborhood. He got sick of it. And one day he just decided it was enough. It was enough. He had enough. He was going to get his costume on and he was going to go. And then he says, this kind of what makes me wonder if we're going to see the beginning of an anti-hero or possibly a villain. He says, when I started feeling stupid for having believed in him, talking about Batman, believed that he'd save me and he'd save anyone. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but this could really go either way because he does have very, very little faith in Batman as a hero. He doesn't trust him. He doesn't even like him. But he does, he gets mad and he gives him the name of Leslie Tompkins to try to help him out. And this is the only thing that really could make him, somebody that's going to be not evil. I don't think he's going to be completely good. Maybe an anti-hero. But he does, look at the card. He says maybe he'll, maybe when I'm finished. Help sounds nice, but not yet. So we are going to have to see where that kind of goes. But at least we got some answers. We got a name, and we know why he's driven to kill these clowns. We know why he's done what he done. We know that he mistrusts Batman, and it's a lot of information in a few pages, none of which we knew. But this was what I loved. I absolutely love this. So we have a random person here talking, looking over the news. They've been out for some time looking over just exactly what's been going on in the city. And the big part of the city in a big viral video of the week is this. This is obviously Punchline without her makeup. But what she says in here, she's been caught. She's on house arrest because she didn't actually kill anybody. It was all Joker, right? So she acts like, oh, I'm so scared in front of cameras. Like, this is obviously all a ploy. But what she explains is that she was just a dumb girl trying to make a very bad man happy. She gives us her name, which is Alexis K. We knew that from the one shot in the Joker 80th anniversary. But she is a victim of the Joker. This is so like right now. Like that victim complex people have, right? So she's saying, I need to be held accountable, but it wasn't just me. I thought he was doing good. I thought what he was saying was true. So she goes on to tell her story. And basically we know I guess we don't know. It's just my assumption. But it very much so by the dialogue that she says within this viral video is that she is setting something, and she's apologizing to the public, trying to get the public on her side. But she's definitely setting something up. She's definitely setting something up. There's no fucking way. I'm going to be very, very angry. And I'll tell you that right now. If they take her and make her an anti-hero or a hero. Because the way she was set up to be a villain was really good. And I don't think that's actually going to happen. Because we do say, see, him say here she's very good. She even says what she's doing right in the video. That's the art of it, bringing the message to the world. And obviously it was Joker here, and he ends up, killing this person. So we do, have the instinct here that Joker's still here. Joker's still around. But he's going to lay low for a while, right? He's going to be a little bit quiet. So I absolutely love the wrap up. Now, what I love is that we're going to get a new Punchline comic. We're going to learn more about Clown Hunter. We're getting Ghostmaker. And the fact that we are getting next issue, we are getting Grifter. I am so stoked for everything. This Batman book has been so fantastic. And the way they're introducing new things and keeping you on your toes has been so good. It's been Wow, I'm really impressed. I really am. Especially after that Tom King run. My God. Gotham Girl and everything else, just characters I really didn't care for. And now we're getting Grifter. Grifter is is my favorite Wildstorm character. But I'm excited to see him mesh with Batman, with Lucius, with everything. Oh boy, and I think we'll have more to come. So let me know, of course, what you thought about this Joker War ending, and what you think about Clown Hunter or Punchline or any of the characters that I mentioned. I really I think this was a good ending. I'm impressed. So let me know what you guys think, though. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon and subscribe stars. You guys literally make this channel possible. Huge thank you to Cage the Mick, Robert Mick Twiz, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris Z, David L, David Rafford, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Mighty Paws, Mike Buckner, Maizen Barbosa, Ruskar, Ryan Decker, Robert Hoffman, and Doc Holliday. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget on the way out to like as always if you enjoy the content and hit subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.